Stormy. What? Oh, wait. Huh? Hold on. Why is everything offset like that? Move location default. Why is default location messed up? I swear, OBS. I swear, what is this bullshit? What resolution is OBS currently at? What is the canvas size? $1080. Okay. Why is everything messed up? Is it the location that's messed up? I don't know what the heck's going on here with this function. Why is this function being so dumb all of a sudden? So this is the avatar move event. Well, anyway, good evening and welcome to a interesting Saturday evening or whatever happens to be in your time zone. I'm sectoral leader Cody, and I'm Cody. Welcome on in, everybody. I don't know what I know what it was initially. Initially, it was Krista was set to tall mode on Thursday. I didn't change it on Friday, but because I was FaceTuber Friday in, it didn't make a difference because the camera's a separate source. And does not have a tall mode. So I forgot to switch back. And then when I switched back, for some dumb reason, I'm now 21 pixels higher than I'm supposed to be. What the heck? Congrats on getting first, Omega. Congrats on getting second, Jay. Congrats on getting third, Aqua. Also, welcome on in, SLdr. Welcome on in. Wait. Welcome on in, Corey. Have a lovely lurk. Welcome on in, Hemlock. And a big welcome to anybody who is here on a lurk. Now, let me read up some of the messages that I did not address by text, such as the check-ins. We've got SLdr with 79 sessions. We've got Aqua with 121 sessions and 99.2% attendance rate. Jay's got the nice number with that nice 69. We've got Omega with that 122, maintaining that 100% attendance rate. I'm just going to double check the stream number. Oh, wait. No. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that, actually. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Because it's only the Twitch functions that may have not have stream wrapped up properly. Because my router has this stupid bug that it does sometimes where it will forget. Or the DNS service will stop working on it. Which doesn't cause the stream to stop working. The stream is, I guess it's IP address bound. I don't know. The connection, it doesn't involve DNS, so it's not affected by that. But other things are affected by it, such as Firebot's ability to communicate with the Twitch API. SLdr with the 250 shiny exchange getting 550 shiny pieces because a mimic changed into an orange. Survival instincts. Mimic changed into an orange. Imagine a mimic trying to change into an orange to trick people, but the orange is much smaller than people, so how is the mimic going to be able to conduct an effective attack like that? It's probably not going to work out very well. Okay, hold on. I'm going to do the move avatar thing again. Okay, so it's just consistently like that. Why? Why does OBS do this shit every once in a while where it just decides it wants to screw around with the scaling of everything? I don't know what the heck's going on with that. So I'm gonna have to update the move functions again because I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what causes the numbers to get all messed up, but this is also I'm pretty sure my VTuber is supposed to be like nice and centered too. Yeah. So this is supposed to be the coordinates that I'm sent to. Well, we'll take a look at that in just a little bit, and then we'll get started on Outbrk once we have fixed that annoying issue. Hemlock with the 114 sessions, 94.2% attendance rate. Heck, yes. Very difficult to keep these numbers up, especially the 80+% is difficult enough to keep up. And according to a weather instruments, we are at 12.7 degrees Celsius, 54.9 Fahrenheit, dew point of 0.7 Celsius, 33.3 Fahrenheit. Very nice and satisfying number. It feels like 11.6, 52.9 Fahrenheit. Winds are at 8, gust at 13, 5 miles per hour, gust at 8 miles per hour. And we've established that CC apparently has a lot of troubles with that line that I was practicing earlier. You probably heard me for a bit because I was trying to make a point that the CC is on something. Also, Shin, welcome on in. I see... I haven't scrolled all the way down on Firebot yet, but I can see it in the stream chat. Welcome on in. Oh my god. Wait, let's... Okay, I don't think the CC picked up on your name at all properly. Which, again, doesn't really surprise. The CC is like 70% accuracy. It seems to be. Jay only got 200 shiny pieces back because all the rolls were very meh for multipliers. The CC's all over the place. Yeah, there was that one time where it replaced crows with girls. So I guess we're talking about bird ladies at this point. We're talking about the lady crows. My goodness, good luck telling a male and a female apart for a crow. Some birds, you could easily distinct which one is which. Other species, it's like, I don't know how. It's like they got scanners in their eyes and they could just like scan. It's like, oh, this cluster of feathers is a little different than the other. It's like, yeah, we wouldn't be able to figure that out. Oh my goodness. We got all the hugs going around, building up those numbers. And trying out that RNG with hugging Krista. You never know. Hugging Krista could provoke her. Could cause her to hug everybody. Oh, there we go. I'm all caught up now. Even Shin's getting the hugs. Oh, welcome on in. I hope you're all having a lovely weekend so far. It should still be the weekend for everybody. Maybe the weekend is advancing into the later part for some time zones, but yeah. And if you have the new Tomodachi Life, I hope you're having a lot of fun. I am. I was playing Tomodachi Life right up to about 30 minutes before stream. Then, got to get stream started and all that stuff. No, we're not going to be flipping back and forth between Outbrk and... Oh, no. That was a yesterday thing. I think we're going to be sticking to every Thursday with Krista now. Oh, shit. I wanted to choose a 5-hour slot with Krista, but you know what? 3 hours is fine. 3 hours is fine. Once Krista has a lot of me's on that island, there's going to be a lot going on. I find that there's a continuous string of things going on. And my main island here, I've got 3 or 4 different groupings. Although, we did get to see something interesting yesterday with that game. We got to see what happens when 2 separate households, when one wants to live with another, but they're in separate shared households. We had 2 shared households merge, essentially. So that was very interesting. I think the capacity is 4, though. So we'll have to find out... what happens when at capacity. I'm pretty sure the merge households thing will not be an option if that's the case. Stacks rooms on top of one another. Imagine that. Just starts becoming a tower. The Great Cult. The Great Group of Chaos. Oh my goodness. So, the weather is not as nuts today, thankfully. And as of now, I'm not seeing any severe weather statements on the loose. So, the weather's starting to chill out for now. I think the day 6 outlook has another severe flagged on it, so we'll have to see how that behaves as things get closer. We've also got a possible thunderstorm window on our Tuesday, too, so I don't stream on Tuesday. But you might see it in the weather report if the chance is notable enough. Among some other areas that may also experience similar things. You know, one tricky thing about reading those aviation maps, they don't show short waves. There's no icon for short waves. I've got to look at other models to depict a shortwave. Because that's a weather disturbance that can also pop up thunderstorms. And they don't tend to be part of any, like, frontal system. It's just the stability of a particular air mass. And, you know, just the right conditions. And just the right amount of energy and all that stuff. All that good. Oh my goodness. Building up them hugs. Already getting 47 already puts you a pretty decent way up the hug leaderboard. So I've already rendered all of the previous videos of this week. So now all I've got to do is, well, after this stream, I got to render this stream. And then I've got to rapid fire the thumbnails, and I can get those all uploaded and scheduled now. I think we will finally be working on getting caught up, even though we fell a little bit behind again this week. All right, without further delay, well, actually, there is one more delay. I need to get rid of the ping of my own stream, and then get Discord out of the way here. Also, oh, it ignored my button press. Let's try that again. Yeah, there we go. That's what it's supposed to be displaying. Ah. English, and make sure all these tags are right. That weather tag is going to be there forever. This channel's there's always some, I'm always going to say something weather related. Although the chances, maybe you will get the, maybe you will get the lone stream or two where I don't say much of anything about the weather. But you'll probably at least hear a remark, oh, the weather's boring. I hope he's talking about Dean the Soaker. Oh, dear goodness. I can think of one particular character of mine who would be blushing right now and be like, what? And it's a character we don't have very much lore on. It's not Krista. Remember, Krista has a mind that often splashes in the gutter, so Krista would be like, tee-hee and all that stuff. Oh my goodness. I don't even think I've added, I don't even think I've amended additional information to that character's species page. And just holding a countertop saying, I have a counterpoint. Oh, dear goodness. Okay. There's not these nuts. Oh my goodness. Let's get Outbrk launched here. All right. I'm gonna beam. I see Hightail just underneath it. It's like, you know what? It's actually been a little bit since I've launched Hightail. I just haven't had the time, and Tamagotchi life has been taken over, or the limited free time that I managed to have. I might have a pretty good amount of free time starting tomorrow, actually. Or, sorry, on tomorrow. Starting tomorrow. No, my weekdays are still very much occupied by work. I have a pack of ghost pepper nuts. Sounds spicy. Key, welcome on in. I hope you're having a lovely time zone. Oh, did I even do the wave at the beginning? I think I was too busy fixing stuff. Oh, right. And before we launch Outbrk, we do need to fix the positioning thing, because that's going to really annoy me later. London Games Festival. Well, I'm not in London. I am not in London. Let's see if we've got anything. Oh. Did I read the this month in Planet Coaster thing? Yes, I did. We read it on a Planet Coaster stream, in fact. Okay. Nothing new with Outbrk. They're just working hard on the on some of the amazing updates that they have in store. I'll minimize for that for now. I am alive, which is a plus. Always is a plus. You can do stuff. You can do stuff while life flows through our vessels. We need our vessels so we can get stuff done. So I can play my Tomodachi life. Yes, priorities. Oh my goodness. So, first of all, let's get that position stuff fixed. I can almost guarantee you it's a position problem. I can almost guarantee you it's an OBS problem because OBS loves to screw around with box coordinates. I swear I moved something further up and... Is that what messed it up? That could be what messed it up. I could have moved something up. Yeah, but if I move something up, then everything else would be messed up too. Not that. That purposely overflows. OBS loves to mess with your default microphone too. Oh, that's Windows. That's mostly Windows right there. But welcome on in, Booty Mage. I hope you're having a lovely time zone. It's like every second Windows update screws around with your microphone. Oh, and if you have a capture card, it'll switch your capture card's audio to default, which is... Why? Why, even? Your OBS, your capture card is never supposed to just say default. It's supposed to be the same device as your capture card. Same device for video and audio. But it likes to change audio to default. Drives me nuts. And thankfully, I haven't had to fix my microphone settings for a while. But I mean, I guess that's sort of a plus of deferring feature updates for a long period of time. I think I almost defer them for an entire year. That way, if they release something that completely breaks PowerShell, yes, Windows, I will never forget the 2 or 3 or maybe even more times that you've screwed around with PowerShell and caused it to not work. I don't have to worry about it. Anyone accepting the updates right away, they gotta worry about it. Wonder how many IT professionals were ticked off when that happened. I mean, most IT professionals also do not roll out Windows updates immediately because they always break something. I don't know. You never know. I wonder if it's a scaling issue, too. Well, either way, let me move my VTuber to right here, where things are just about even. Oh, no, I don't want an overflow. I want fit, yeah. Fit, and then I want to... There we go. There we go. No, we consent before we do any tuition, sectoral captain. You should know better than this. Alright, this is where I want my VTuber at for default position. So, what I gotta do here is I gotta go to preset. And then I can do this and show you what the heck I'm doing. That's the avatar move function that's doing this. Conditional effects. And it's going to be right. Hopefully it's just the right one I have to customize or change. Hemi has permission to touch me anytime. Oh my goodness. 1,653 shiny pieces. And keep a 500 out. Almost broke even. Almost broke even. Orange doesn't have the best multiplier, but it does have a bit of one. Wario has a little bit of one, and Bird has a 0.5 times multiplier, which is pretty decent. But yeah, not quite enough to break even. I think that's about a total of 0.8 for a multiplier. Only lost 100. That's fine. The crows must have been missing some shinies. Also, we don't need this up anymore. That was for the drawn stream. Open up conditional effects here. So, coordinates got messed up over here for some reason. Not gameplay with alerts. Actually, I am curious on it. It did mess that up. OBS, you are trying my patience. It just dragged something else over. Okay, so things got messed up here too. Is there some sort of dumb scaling thing going on here? Because everything is off by a particular percentage. Hold on, I'm going to test something. What happens if I do this, and then I run this? Oh! Huh. Doesn't do anything. Okay. So it wasn't from that. I mean, typically, it's an embedded container that would cause this issue. So all of the coordinates are messed up, which is ever so lovely. Oh, you know what? You know what could actually be messed up? The window size could be messed up. That's why everything is off by a certain amount. Okay, let's not touch any of this. I think it was a window size issue. Okay. So, if I do this, and then I go back to here. Oh, hold on. Window's too large now. Okay, and then I gotta shrink the window. What? Pretty sure this was supposed to be... Here we go. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, so that, and then I exclude the tab. Oh, maybe I don't. There's not supposed to be any overflow. I don't want any overflow. Why is it scaling so violently? What's going on here? There we go. Okay. Keep window like this and keep it right here. This is a problem caused by the Vital Krista versus the regular size everybody else. Well, okay. Issue's already resolved. It was a window size problem. Window size problem. We're good to start Outbrk then, if that's the case. Also, hold on. Nukes has an update. No patch notes. But there is an update. It says update required, actually. I've already launched Outbrk. but I'm going to tell Nukes to update. Yes, Udon's game, Nukes. There is an update for it. We'll be playing Nukes a little later. So yeah, keep in mind, if you see, if the CC is talking about the explosive kind, the CC is incorrect. It is NOOX. Unfortunately, CC will continuously get that incorrect. Because the game's name is not really common language. Chris is common language in Japan. But it will... Krista, not Christmas. Oh, it changed it to Chris. What? It's Krista. 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 Before we even switch over to Outbrk, I'm just going to roll my eyes at RNG. Oh, and we're going to red button. I can't even see what it's doing. Is Pikachu's cry copyrighted?
It didn't seem to do anything.
Oh, it didn't do anything. Oh. I couldn't even see anything. Ah! Actually, it did. It didn't do anything, but also... Krista. Thanks for the bonk, Aqua. Welcome on in, Udon. Pikachu's cry copyrighted? That'd be way too short to copyright. But, I mean, the Pokemon Company is a bunch of a-holes, so... Leave it to them to try and copyright... They'd probably copyright somebody freaking coughing. If they had the ability to do so. It drive me nuts. Oh my goodness, we are having a pretty good one so far. Nukes has an update, so... Oh wait, it doesn't say update required. I thought it said update required for some reason. I'm gonna make sure I have Nukes updated ahead of time. Oh, Phasmophobia update. You know, the reason I don't update Phasmophobia very often is because it takes half a decade for the patching stage. The download goes just fine, but it takes a decade or two to patch. I did the update at 5 a.m. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see the patch notes earlier either, but when I reloaded the Nukes page, the patch notes finally showed up. Steam publishing issues. I blame Steam. Very weather-focused update. Oh my goodness. Well, there you go. Weather is now controlled by the ghost and can include evidence on the Oh. Lightning and fog are much more affected by a weather state. A new runestone, a new rosestone that can change the weather. Highlights. I'm gonna love the highlights thing. Collisions has been updated to smooth out some player movement. There we go. Another overhaul to the tutorial egg coming. Ooh. Looking forward to it. We'll be playing some Nukes at roughly 5 Mountain Time. So we got a bit of Outbrk here. And then we'll get over to some Nukes to take advantage of that. Thank you very much for the hydrate. We'll get that right now. To the highlights of the other shows called the Cody update. Stretch those
shoulders.
Ooh. Thank you for the... I almost said thank you for the weather. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretchies. Everybody else, if you haven't had some water, now's a great time to do so. That's already 2 pops while I'm stretching. What? Hey, you know what? We'll probably be seeing that more often on Saturdays now that the occasional action thing actually works properly. We fixed that issue last week. And that car randomly driving by is one of them. Only 2 pops? Oh, 3. 3 pops! It should just say car. That was indeed a car that just went by. Yeah, that's all tied to the occasional actions. It needs a train. Oh, jeez. If I had a train, I'd probably use that for hype train. It tush a train. No. You don't tush a train. You suplex a train. And that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, we have Outbrk loaded. Let me change over there. Unfortunately, we rolled yet another drive with a passenger. Really getting sick and tired of the multiplayer-only objectives appearing on here. But we have upload probes totaling over 2,000. We had a chase or two where we almost got 20,000, not 2,000. We almost got 20,000 in probes in one chase alone. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to one-shot this. We need a pretty good amount of good scenarios. Really good cooperative tornado. Also drive for 200 kilometers, so we can get a pretty decent bonus today. Now, what are we working towards right now, anyways? I don't know. We're just building up the Outbrks for the next time there's upgradable stuff, I guess. We could probably just get customizables for our other vehicle. We should change that other vehicle. That way, the danger of a tornado getting close to us is very real. We can't just anchor ourselves and be safe. That's the feature of the Dominator, and that's one of the big reasons why the Dominator is also 1 million Outbrks. Let us load this world. What will this world contain? I have even more trail mix. I'm slightly... I'm going to say I'm a little overstocked on trail mix, actually. Got an extra bag. Okay, so we got this line here that doesn't... It's a strong line. It may contain some hail, but the potential in it is not really all that much. This scenario's not looking all that exciting for dew points. We got low to mid-teens. Bit of a frontal boundary. Oh, what's going on here? I think this storm might be tapping, or this particular cell might be tapping into some of the energy. Energy's a little low up here. Looking better down south. Upper winds, not really anything to boast about yet. Mid-level, we got a little bit of cooperation over Prairie Hills. However, the energy is... Well, actually, that cell is currently nomming at the energy over there, so... maybe. Lower's not looking very excited right now. We'll see if that changes, though. It might not even be this line that's giving us the entertainment. And if it is, why the heck did we start in Westport? What's going on over here? Might be developing rotation. We'll see. Well, wait, let me get the music started up here. We do like to do the music thing. So, I'm going to remove that. Add it over here. And we are also going to unmute that particular layer. Oh, I'm going to mute that layer too because I'm not using it. Then again, we do have the second microphone, which I leave unmuted in OBS. But the sound control panel that I have, it's muted there. That's the microphone that Krista will use if I'm around. If I'm not around, Krista gets to use my main microphone. Okay. Minimize that. There we go. Oh, what's going on down here? Okay, and what direction is that moving in? Okay, potential. Oh, We'll see if it can get itself together. If it can, we might be able to catch it here. We'll give that a try. And then after this scenario, we'll swap to our other vehicle. Our vehicle with pretty good fuel range. Has a whole bunch of upgrades on it too. Pretty fancy. It push a train. Already a really good start to this chase so far. Crashing into a stop sign. Knocking it over. We brought harm to that poor stop sign. It didn't do anything. I did it for the tornado. Because the tornado would do the same. Hold on. Hey, we got out in a way that didn't... Well, I didn't hear the sound associated with damage. We gotta take a left. Our next left. Well, our corner cutting is a little sloppy, but let's not worry about that. Here we go. With the 2 FPS streaming. Hey, one of these decades there will be a PNG tuber. Or maybe it'll be next season. Because while I'm off season, I will have some extra time on my hands, and that will allow me to work on stream improvements. Including PNG tuber. Oh, I overshot that. Okay, so that cell that was interesting is even more interesting now. It's now been tornado warned. Tell you, as amazing as chasing these storms is, there's not nearly as many tornadoes at the same time as there was several times during this week down in some parts of the north central states. There was a bit of tornado potential in Canada side during one or two of these as well, but I didn't see our team posting tornado pictures or anything like that, so, you know, got some live coverage and all that stuff, but didn't get, like, tornado pictures or anything yet. Corner cut in. Okay, that was a pretty good corner cut. Oh, we still didn't get the music going, did we? Okay, we gotta stop right about here. I'm gonna pull off the road here. Ah, yes, we're gonna face the opposite direction. This tornado is supposed to be... Oop, not there. It is pretty far away, so it doesn't surprise me that it's really difficult to see. You can see it right there. Maybe once it gets closer, we'll have a better idea. We're at the intercept spot, but once we are done with this intercept spot, I should get the music back up and running here. That, or I should get it running for the first time this stream. Here, I'll put that window down over there. And then we'll go back into Outbrk here. We've got our tornado reported. It is likely located around here. Where is it going? I might need to check the hook echo. Oh, the hook echo's not much to go off of. Sort of long. So here. That's a lightning strike. You know, considering how close that was, that took way too long. Okay, so according to this, I should be going the opposite way. You know what the problem is? I don't have my headlights on. There we go. Now maybe I can tell what direction is what. Okay, I'm going to get closer to the traffic lights, and we're going to see if this tornado maybe doesn't like traffic lights. Okay, so it might still magnetize towards... Rotation thing is really not much to go off of. Is this actually the spot? Oh! Yeah, this might actually be the spot. This is a slower movement. Oh, yeah, this is not a very fast tornado, is it? Oh, it's good. It's a good rating now. It's getting closer. Gradually. but it's getting closer. I'm not gonna have to deal with the hail core before this gets here, am I? Where's this hail core moving towards? I will be pretty close to the edge of one. Well, if this tornado is going to take a while, then maybe we will just run the music. That's actually a little loud. Hold on. And delayed. Why is it delayed? A little delayed for me, at least. I'm going to restart voice meter, and maybe that'll fix. Okay, there we go. Now maybe we will not have that issue anymore. Nope, it's just this being annoying. Okay. There's still delay. What's going on with this? What is going on with this nonsense? So it's output coming from OBS. So it's OBS being a piece of crap. Thanks, OBS. I appreciate it. Hopefully not all the sound coming through OBS it has a delay. It's like a half a second delay, but it's very noticeable to me. To me, it's very noticeable. Hello, tornado. How are you? What direction are you moving? Great. I think I know what direction it's moving in. Yeah. It is moving towards the original direction that I was eyeing. Which is incredibly annoying, actually, because that is more towards the hail core. Okay. Music's going away. We're getting closer. Pretty close to motionless here. Don't change directions too much because that'd be pretty annoying. I'm not going too much further down. It could start swaying. Or it could just be incredibly annoying and keep going this and keep changing directions as I go. Which would be incredibly annoying because this road is useless beyond a certain point. I would like access to the road. Thank you. Waiting. And don't rope out. Only wimpy tornadoes rope out. It's getting a little close here. That's what I say to scenarios that keep doing that. Let's roll a scenario that isn't a bunch of bullshit. I'm not chasing cowardly tornadoes that despawn all the time. Alright. Music resumes. The true difficulty of this chase is getting a scenario that's actually good. And not one that is, it spawns, it despawns, it spawns, it despawns. 7.12. Ah. Oh. Snacks. A little bit of snacks. Gotta sneak in snacks. Just a little bit of snacks. I really feel like it's the media's fault that simple things like chocolate bars have skyrocketed in price. I really feel like they hyped it up. Well, okay, media was one of the things. I'm sure the chocolate bar manufacturers are also at fault for that. I don't see anything too focused. We got a little bit of focus here in the mid-level, and that's about it. Nice hook, though. The storm does have the right shape. Oh, hold on. I didn't check the... Dew points are still looking a little meh. But down in the south, they look better. Very much workable. This might be a southern region chase. And now the hook looks not as exciting. If we're going to get a bunch of disorganized rotation again, I'm not going to be dealing with it. Okay, we're gonna go east of Fort City. And we'll see if that gets us there. So we gotta go down one ramp. And go through Fort City. To the highway. We're going through the final zone. Oh, we got ads rolling. And while the ads are rolling, we do have a a little weather statement from my personal weather station to read through. 12.6 degrees. 5.4 Fahrenheit. Sorry, 54.7 Fahrenheit. Pretty big difference there. Dew points increased to 1 degree Celsius. 33.8 Fahrenheit. Winds are 5, gusting 13, which hasn't changed. There we have it. Wait, do we have precipitation on Wednesday? I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, I think the precipitation has to be in the last hour. Or was it lightning? Producing a tornado, apparently. That rotation doesn't really look very sustainable, but we'll see. There's energy there. Okay, here's the ramp. We take a left. We go through Fort City and access the road behind the other highway. Think we overshot a little there. Half expected you to take a left immediately, turn to the wheat fields. Yeah, yeah, sort of like that. Yep. These dumb ditches that they put into all of these areas, and they don't even make any sense. They don't even look like flood mitigation ones. It's my first day driving. First day professional professional driving. There we go. That's how you drive like a professional. All right, down to here. This will bring us down towards. Oh, right. None of these roads can go straight for more than 5 seconds. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. You didn't really miss anything. We're en route to our first possible interception point. Which, if that rotation does stay focused enough, should yield us something interesting. I heard rumors that some areas in the prairie region here, I think it was in Alberta actually, are planning on increasing certain highway speed limits to 120. So, you know, finally closer to what the US has been doing for a long time. Because in the US, I'm pretty sure it's like 70. The big highways at least. We're en route, and the rotation is looking stronger. Okay, so we gotta take a left here at the back road. So not this intersection, but the intersection after this. There's a gas station near there. Because the gas station's right at the corner, I can't really cut corners as much. That's the best we can do. Okay, now we just gotta go to our marker, and then we should be good. Hopefully. It took me several moments to convert 120 to 120 kilometers an hour. Do I have a conversion for that yet? I don't think I do. I don't remember. I either added distance or I added, Oh, wait, I added distance. Well, let's get to the marker point. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm going to do an evaluation here because we might have just had our path. Our path may have shifted. My first thought was, we don't drive 120 miles per hour. No, we don't have racetracks yet. Maybe one day. There's a tornado here, but it's very difficult to see. I can very faintly see it. It's still very far away. What direction is this all moving towards? Oh, we got a clear hook echo. That's easy to work with. It seems to have a very strong... very close to us. We're waiting for the tornado. Once it starts to draw closer, though, the music, we're going to have the music go quiet. We're going to be like, focus mode. Wait, there's no valley near here, is there? What the fuck? What is this bullshit? I will reroll this frickin' scenario if we got another. Ah, that was interesting. I think it's because the previous music in the playlist there had a really crappy... Why is Media Player Troubleshooter open? Also, dang, there's still good troubleshooters? Sorry, half good. Well, let's definitely head north. I don't know if I trust the cone here. Where's the rotation going? We'll aim there, but if the tornado does another freaking direction shift like that, then this scenario is getting thrown in the garbage. 3 in a row Outbreak, and I'll be done with you. Don't be doing this shit. Don't give me a whole bunch of crappy scenarios. It really does not give me the drive. It doesn't give me that thrill. I don't like barricades anyways. Can't see anything out here. You know, as much as I like the, I do really like the new rain windshield system and all that stuff, but I still feel like there's some flaws. Like the fog effect that goes on the entire screen, or sorry, the distortion effect, the blur effect. There we go, the blur effect. Actually, a fog effect would be more accurate. Oh, that's a crescent. Oh my goodness. I don't know why the steering sometimes does really good, and then the steering sometimes does really shitty. We're gonna try to intercept this one. And if this cell keeps... there's 2 tornadoes right now. And if this cell keeps doing the stupid back and forth bullshit, then I'm done. I'm pretty sure this north one might be a diversion, though. Here, before I even approach on the marker, does the tornado exist? Yes. Sorta. It's a funnel cloud. Which means my marker might actually be... Oh, wait. This tornado does not exist. That funnel cloud was over here. So the north part was just a diversion. There we go. That has now become a tornado. Back we go. Ignoring the dumb diversion that was the one that suddenly decided it wanted to go north. Which, yeah, we may as well just keep the music rolling if that's the case. Really gotta stop talking about the music that YouTube won't be able to hear later. It's good music. It's about music. You're not gonna hear this music in Metopia until you've beaten the game. This is a post-game area. A battle in one of the post-game areas. The enemies start sort of manageable. And then when you get to, like, Area 4 or something, those stupid archfiends show up. And those things are just a freaking waste of time. That's what they are. They gave you shit experience, and they cause endless problems with the party. They're stupid instant death bullshit. And I swear it has like an 80% success rate too. I think there's like a 20% chance of it not working as planned. Looks like we got enough time, thankfully. We got a relatively slow tornado. In fact, probably fuel up. I think. I don't know. Tornado's looking a little close. Oh, so it's gonna pass pretty close to here. And the rotation's weakening. This scenario is gonna be thrown into the trash. Remember, if we keep getting these bullshit tornadoes that psych me out. Look at that. It was like, whew. Here we go. Okay, lightning. I'm trying to track where this tornado's going. Can you stop flashing around while I am trying to track where this tornado's going? I hope more realistic lightning is somewhere down their list, because this screen flashes stuff, not a fan. This freaking tornado cannot make it its bloody mind where it's going. Are you still moving that way? Can you knock it off? I mean, now would be a pretty scary time for it to suddenly go straight at me. Here, headlights. This way. This way. Not changing directions 80 times. I'm moving down 2 power lines, and that is the last movement I'm making. Time for off-roading. Yeah, no thanks. Not versus a tornado in a vehicle not designed for it. It's still freaking moving south. This is really annoying. Okay, I'm gonna have to anchor very soon here. Stop the vehicle. Anchor. Are you going to move towards here or not? Right now, you're just moving towards annoying me. So tired of the direction changes. Despawned. You've got one more chance, Outbrk. You got one more chance to give me a scenario that's not trash. I do not have the patience for cowardly tornadoes, so stop giving me cowardly tornadoes. Here, I'll even change to the vehicle I was using before. The fully customized vehicle. The customizable vehicle. This one, right? Yes. Absolutely. Angry Cody, scary Cody. Yeah, Outbrk RNG is just trying my patience with the garbage scenarios. Why did they add so many scenarios that were mediocre anyways? I guess to make it more realistic, because not every chase is going to be all that exciting, too. Could be a complete bust. But the abundance of tornadoes that despawn or screw around towards the end. Like, what is going on with these... What is going on with these scenarios? And what I want to piss off is Cody. But apparently OBS really does love to tick me off. That's like OBS's favorite thing to do. But it's not just me. OBS likes to annoy everybody. Just OBS things for that. Which is why I just call it BS when when it decides not to work properly. Very fitting. Immediate sell with possible hook echo. Environment is not the most exciting, but it's workable. Nothing focus in the upper. Oh, we got some disorganized. There's no focus in the mid, but starting to look interesting here. And a bit of weak focus on the lower level. We'll see what rolls out of this. Unfortunately, these storms are very north, so we might end up having a north map chase in this case. And if that is indeed the case, we will probably want to be on one of the northern highways.
Krista.
Sectoral, I love him. Tornadoes fear him. These tornadoes apparently are just terrified of us. They just keep despawning before they reach us. Of course, the EF5 ones never seem to be scared of us. Those ones have no fear. Those ones just head straight at us. Or close enough to straight at us. Alright, so looks like a lot of the activity is going to be up in the north, which, we got some energy up in the north, too. The energy looks actually pretty close to the same in a lot of the area. Slightly stronger in the west. I'm very much excited for the update that'll have the tornadoes. They'll be volumetric too. Like, they'll be part of the cloud system. You ever went on an IRL tornado chase? I'd love to one day. Definitely not as a driver, though. You don't want a tornado chase, and you don't want to have a intense weather interest and drive at the same time. I mean, I drive every day, yes. But that drive pretty much every day is usually for something life-related. Not work-related. No, it is work-related. Not weather-related. There we go. Not weather-related travels. Perhaps one of these days. But I definitely want to start on a learning basis. Like, learning IRL, what scenarios demand what actions. Of course, I would have to get to know existing storm chasers in person, and knowing people in person is not something I would like to do. But at the same time, if they do something I love the heck out of, but also it's people I don't know very well. Not into the pole, but we do have a road over here. Wow, that was actually a really good... That was a really good cut across. I get that. Yeah. I see a dip there, and I don't want to be part of it. Okay, there we go. Bit of a corner cut, but there's some corners that I just outright don't trust because there's so many random ditches. A few of them, their placement makes sense, and a lot of them, their placement does not make sense. Also, I need to remember I am no longer in a vehicle that can be anchored. I'm gonna stop before the bend. Based on where that hook is. It has a very slight northerly drift, so if we go right around that first bend, this bend actually coming up here. Ew, do we have a hill in the way? I really hope not. Tornado. I don't... Oh, I sort of see it. Oh, it's really far away. Oh, jeez. I've seen enough of this game this week. What, Outbrk? I play this every Saturday. This is just a habit for me. Almost every Saturday. Next week is an exception. That's right. Next Saturday is the last Saturday of April. We're already approaching there. The VR mode was crazy. Oh, they got working on VR? I could see the potential being pretty amazing with that. Oh, you're talking about IRL. No. Nah, Tush talking about Tush. Yes, of course Tush would talk about Tush, sectoral captain. Getting closer. Where is it? The storm doesn't have very good focus, so, again, this better not be a cowardly tornado. Also, I think it's actually aiming closer to us. Not right on us, though. It might be aiming like a little, like partway up the curve here. I've almost taken 14k steps today. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. You know, I sort of miss having a pedometer with me. My 3DS used to be my pedometer. That would be what counts my steps. All I want is a simple one. Not one that sends my exercise habits over the internet. I just want one that uses the sensors built into the device and put together a chart within the application, not send it out to the internet. I don't want some random or third party knowing about my walking habits and stuff. None of their business. Also, the reason why we can't see the tornado very well is probably because of the hail core approaching us. which is a little unfortunate because it's getting closer. Oh, have we? Oh, we haven't reported it lately. Should probably do that. Pokewalker is a very accurate pedometer. Sorry, pedometer. Apparently, I don't know how to say words. Even with the cookies, I did, I put opt-out cookies through an opt-out program that we have. I went through that trouble because it's none of their business. I know some people are like, don't mind and all that stuff, but I do. I'm privacy aware. I'm a little more privacy aware. Optimal is getting closer. Oh, it could be anywhere along this hook. That is... It really could. And it also doesn't have focus, which might make it... So, this could be like the center of it right here. I'm getting the impression I might need to head a little further south. And I should probably do that now before the tornado gets here, because it's a moderate speed tornado. So time is not going to be all that generous. So what I like to... It's not going to reach us. It has suddenly decided that it wants to go south, which, I really wish these tornadoes would stop doing that bullshit. That'd be really cool. Get back onto the road. I need a quick escape. Hello? I love it when it's like randomly like, oh hey, by the way, you're not allowed to put down this probe. Not even sure if it's close enough. No, it isn't. Okay. So, tornado decided to shift south. My patience is running out for Outbrk's bullshit. Moderate speed. Wonder if it'll make it over here. That's a crappy road to intercept it on, but we can give it a try. We got better fuel range on this vehicle, so we can get away with more distance. I generally opt out of cookies. Oh yeah, where the pages also allow you, yes. It's not a guarantee, though. Some websites have the simplified cookies banner, where you have to press the accept button, and they don't care. I have third-party cookies blocked as a global browser setting, which eliminates some of those problems. But I've also opted out of a lot of, like, wherever I'm allowed to, I've opted out of interest-based advertising. I'm advertisement repulsed. So if something gets advertised too much, I'd lose interest in it every time I see the ad. Ads don't do much for me because, well, either I already have an existing interest or I don't have one at all. That was a really cool alternating lightning strike over there. That's why I kept the wipers on. I knew we were going back into the rain zone. I have to be pretty fast here, if it's not already crossing the road. Why did the tornado cross the road? Because it had places to be. Well, that's going to cost us extra time getting back onto the road. Because navigating terrain is a big pain in the arse. Because it was on my way to my house. Oh my goodness. Maybe Firefox in between, if you configure. Best privacy browser is LiberWolf. Second best is Brave. I've heard a lot about Brave. Although I also heard that there were some bugs on certain websites using the browsers, so. I wish I could just keep a... There was a very specific version of Google Chrome that I liked. There was a very short period of time where that browser actually had a global option to disable autoplay videos, which I really appreciate. Now I just use an ad block, and the ad block deletes any element that has autoplay videos and regular ads too. I have it off for Twitch because it screws around with a lot of stuff on Twitch, but well, that and it doesn't really work well on Twitch. Like, if you want to use an ad blocker on Twitch, I'm fine. I don't have an argument with that. Twitch only provides like what, half a cent or something per ad, a quarter of a cent. For frick's sakes, stop! And when the car tries to roll away. I need to see where this is, and we got an annoying hill in the way. Brave is Chromium-based, LiberWolf is custom Firefox. I don't want anything to do with Firefox because it makes HTML editing a pain in the ass. Is that heading towards me? No, it's heading south because these tornadoes are obsessed with the south and then they despawn. Oh my goodness, Udon, thank you so much for the... Oh, wait, hold on. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub to Lucci. Enjoy the ad-free experience. See, now that... The gifted subs, those help a lot more with the channel than ads. I mean, almost everything helps way more with the... Okay, we gotta head a little further south again. We've stopped the music for now. Further south, and then what I'm gonna do here... Maybe I shouldn't be totally off the road because a lot of bullshit happens off the road. And it's heading south again! Wow! Just saying, Outbrk, if you keep doing this bullshit with this tornado, this will be the last straw, and we'll be done with Outbrk until next month. I'm just gonna... No, we're not gonna get that goal over here. Oh, you know what? It also doesn't help that this is a diagonal road. You self-obsessed bullshit. Can't place a probe down now. We are forced to back out of here because the winds are getting a little dangerous over there. This tornado's path is so freaking stupid. Now it's running parallel to the highway. Lovely. Didn't even run over an intersection. Really? We're still sort of close to the tornado, so I'm going to keep the music off. Okay. But yeah, thank you for the thank you for the tier 1 sub to Lucci. Enjoy the ad-free experience. We're done with Outbrk. Outbrk is being a bunch of bullshit, and I'm not tolerating this. Why the hell does the media player troubleshooter keep appearing? Get out of here with your bullshit. That's fair. That is tush. No, Outbreak's scenario quality is tush right now. Let's play Tomodachi like. No, let's play some nukes. Let's play some nukes. Nukes got an update. I was gonna wait until about 9, but apparently Outbrk is so busy handing over shit scenarios that it clearly doesn't want it. Clearly, Outbrk doesn't have a interest in me playing it. Fine, Outbrk. I'll give you a 2-week break because guess what? Next week is Mario Kart and Kirby Air Riders. We do it once a month, and it's always on a Saturday, too. Alright, bring us over here.
No.